Ron, thanks for all your information here. And we've got another question from a member. This has a little bit to do with a redemption question, but I felt it important to ask it, and as did the member. So we'll just go ahead and put it out there for you. Ron, as we move
Okay.
forward in redemption, should we have a connection with our counselor already? And if so, can our counselor come to us in our dreams?
Um, there's no restrictions on counselors um, contacting you. From my understanding, they're going to be working with you. Are they already working with you? Yes, they know who you are. They're fully acquainted with your life and all your experiences. They've gone through your Akashic record, can read your whole lives and your many lives for that matter. And but they're there to be an assistant to you. Now, a counselor is very personal, and some people, I've said, well, God will send you an angel. Could be an angel. It could be a resurrected being. Could be an ascended master. We don't really know. Whatever it is will be personal to you and for you personally, so that you can meet the full measure of your creation as a humanitarian. Um, the counselor is not a person who you go and ask questions. Uh, should I have this person as my director for this particular CAC? Those are if you did ask that question, then it's my experience from asking similar to similar people. Um, I ask you, well, how do you feel? And then you have a dialogue, and you tell you, well, these are the reasons why I even considered this person, as because he seems to come from love, or she seems to come from love. She's a very kind person, and yet she can, as a director, she's got to be in a position to be able to negotiate, if that's the right thing to say, uh, so that they're not walked over. And because the directors will be in a position to distribute fair amounts of money in terms of grants and things like this. So it's important for you to get with your. It's important for you to understand the relationship that can be created with your counselor. uh, I have been told who my counselor is, and it's a massive, massive human being, and his it's a he, and his position with me is he's an expert in finance, and for it comes along with Love One Society, quantum healing, quantum financial system, and gets involved with our programs and the way that we're distributing money, and there's some expertise there that came with my counselor. So I will delve into those things with him, and get his counsel and his advice on the way that things happen. And I'm sure that he'll have some opinions that I will be grateful for. So, but it's going to be a personal. You'll create that person, and you probably already are creating that with your counselor and those who have been vetted as humanitarians and will receive their funds. So, my way of thinking, there's no restrictions as far as on their side is concerned to contact us. We just have to be open to it, so that there's not uh, a negative experience as a result of it. But allow and if they can come through your dreams, they can do all kinds of different things. So um, just be aware that, and be open to whatever can be done with your counselor, because that's going to be your best friend, your best go-to guy for what you do in your humanitarian activities. And perhaps, now this is the first time I've said this, perhaps there will be more than one. Perhaps there might be 2 or 3. It all depends on what your mission is and what your goals are, your projects, and so forth. So there may be more that show up, and they will collaborate together and give the right counsel and advice that you need. I don't know for sure that that'll be the case with everybody. It could be. We'll see. We're going into matter. We're going into a brand new way of living, and we just don't have a clue now what it's going to be like, and won't until we get there. Because when we get to our redemption appointments and we get into our funds and so forth, it's going to be something that we've never experienced before. And it'll be really exciting and fun to see how we as creators create the things that we're getting into ourselves involved in as humanitarians. So I hope that helps. The counselor to me is a gift from God, and let's treat it as that is the case and will be the case for us. So we'll go into it with the correct feelings and understanding. That's what am answering these kinds of questions for. Just kind of give an open view of what's going to happen. Do I know? I don't really, unless I've inquired about it. I'm just speaking what my guidance system wants me to say. So hopefully it's good for you guys.
Excellent. Excellent. My heart is just overflowing with joy from your answer, Ron. I really, really appreciate it. And should be helpful to a lot of people that are new on this chat and those that are still kind of working through their spiritual journey. So thank you very much for that answer. And we'll be right back with the next question.
Okay.